How to deal with disappointment in a relationship. It's common to feel disappointed in a relationship. If you had certain expectations that were not met, you may feel let down. However, disappointment is not unusual and can be addressed in a healthy manner. To start, manage your emotions in the aftermath. When you are feeling calm, talk to the other person about the issue. From there, work on a way to move forward together. Coping in the moment. Manage your emotions. In the direct aftermath of any kind of disappointment, it's vital to manage your emotions. Whether they're good or bad, you need to feel what you're feeling in order to process. Give yourself a day or so to experience your emotional reaction to a disappointment. You do not have to act on your emotions at this point and, in fact, it is better not to act. You can simply let yourself take a low-key day to consider how you're feeling. Do you feel angry, confused, afraid? It can help to do some light journaling, jotting down how the disappointment made you feel and why. Try not to take it personally. While disappointment feels very personal, it's not always a shot at you. Even if it's hard, try not to take another person's failings personally. It's not necessarily a reflection of how that person feels about you. Many people have a tendency to internalize life's setbacks. You may feel if someone else let you down, you must have done something to bring that letdown on yourself. You may feel like you deserved it, attracted it, or are simply not good enough to have experienced a different outcome. Try to silence that negativity. This narrows your point of view in a way that's simply inaccurate. There are a variety of factors that may lead to a disappointment. The person who let you down did not, in all likelihood, intend to hurt you. Before personalizing disappointment, consider all the factors involved. Be kind to yourself. If you're feeling a great deal of pain after a disappointment, it's important to practice some self-care. Anger, resentment, and sadness are common emotions to experience in the wake of disappointment. Do something nice for yourself. Watch a movie, take a warm bath, or order takeout. Giving yourself a small treat can help you better regulate your emotions. Talking things out. Have empathy. If you're going to have a difficult conversation with someone, enter the conversation with empathy. This will prevent you from coming off as combative during a discussion. Try to consider the other person's perspective as much as you can. Be open to listening to their side and genuinely considering it. Remember, the point of a conversation is to resolve a dispute and not to win it. There are two sides to every story and it's important to be open to the other person's side. Go into the conversation without expectations. You should abandon any expectations you may have going into the conversation. If you expect things to go a certain way, you may feel disappointed or frustrated when they turn out differently. Allow the discussion to unfold naturally. Remember, you don't know how the other person will feel. It's unproductive to make assumptions ahead of time. Moving forward. Examine your expectations. Sometimes, people may have unrealistic expectations of a relationship. If you're feeling disappointed with someone a lot, look at your own expectations. Can you see where your expectations may not be particularly realistic? Oftentimes, we may have expectations that seeped in from past relationships. For example, say your last girlfriend moved to a city to be with you. She did not have a lot of friends there and, as a result, hung out with you a lot. Your new girlfriend has been living in this city for a while. She may go out more and be less reliant on you for entertainment and socialization. If your expectation is that social events should always be done together, this may be a leftover expectation from your old relationship. It's not really reasonable, considering your new girlfriend's situation. Accept that relationships change. Oftentimes, a sense of disappointment in a relationship comes from the fact relationships change. It's possible you're holding on to past expectations that are no longer feasible. Try to allow a relationship to evolve and acknowledge that changes do not necessarily indicate something is wrong with a relationship. For example, look at a typical romantic relationship. At the beginning of the relationship, you and your partner may have sex more often, spend more time together, and talk constantly. As the relationship progresses, things may calm down some. You may have moments of silence, for example, and sex may be less frequent than how it was before.